Hi, I'm Barry Gane. For many years I've served the church as a youth leader. The first one that I would raise is that often young people will tell you that they feel that adult members in the church are living phony lives. In other words, their lifestyle is very hypocritical. They will say one thing and do another, and yet their expectations are that the church youth should live in such a way when they're not doing it themselves. They will tell you that the church places too much emphasis on non-essentials. The way they dress, the way they look, the way they talk. They feel quite hemmed in by some of these issues. They look at older members in the church and often feel that these members are critical and uncaring. Church leaders are preoccupied with organisation and not concerned with people. So they will tell you that the church will look after its good name rather than look after young people who are hurting. Now, I would like to think that these things are perceptions and are not reality, but for young people, perception is reality. Because young people are acutely aware of hypocrisy, they do not want to be seen as hypocrites. And many of them, rather than do the wrong thing, will walk away from the church. They see the church as very restrictive, as rules-bound, as having, I feel like they are placed beside a standard that they cannot reach. Many of them, when they're really honest, say, look, I was attracted to a different lifestyle. I wanted to play sport on Sabbaths. I wished to go to movies or concerts or other things that the church would not condone. In a large number of smaller churches, you hear young people talk about the fact that they don't really have any friends at church. Their friends are at school or at the workplace, but there's very few young people at their church. And in the end, rather than be different, they will seek out friendship elsewhere. Many of them will say, the church does not allow me to think for myself. I'm expected to accept just blindly all that the church says. One of the most important things that we can do in this area is talk to young people. Ask them why. Go with a non-judgmental attitude and just sit down and say, hey, we've missed you at church, what's happened? And let them tell you what the problems really are. I pray that God will bless you in your discussion and in your intention to seek out and bring home these young people to the church.